Right, I think we've got...
Alright, so your turkey neck. You've been thrown into his spy Jaguar. You're driving down I-5 at 362 kilometers per hour.
Kilometers. Whatever.
You see somebody on your tail. There's a man on a unicycle.
Well, I think he's no threat then, because he's on a unicycle.
He's gaining on you.
How is he gaining on me on a fucking unicycle?
You see him. You look at the back. The fact that he's riding a unicycle means that he's not distracted with his hands. He doesn't have to do anything with his hands. That's why his hands are holding a giant, heavy rocket launcher.
That is the most ridiculous visual I've ever heard. Oh, fuck me.
And he's gaining on you. He rides up beside you.
So I've got an admission to make. I have not practiced this particular level.
Who gives a shit? You gotta answer my questions.
Well, the problem is with that is that it's a big fat pain in the ass. Look at that.
You gotta answer my questions. Alright, he rolls up right next to you. He's loaded the RPG. Now, what do you do? The window's open. What do you do?
I tickle his chin and he falls over backwards.
You don't roll it up. Roll it up.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't do squat. Because it's a fucking rocket.
You don't know that.
Oh, for fuck's sake. This level's so annoying.
The mustache cigar smoking man that you got in the car with says, it's rocket proof glass. It's
what? Why didn't he say that earlier?
Well, he did just now.
Well, before.
This guy is on the tricycle. He's rolling out, Michael. You gotta fucking.
No, hold on a minute. It was a unicycle a moment ago.
Come on, Michael. He's riding his bike. Come on.
I just let him kill me.
No, come on. Okay, you die. You wake up in hell because
I'm trying to concentrate on this. Can we save the hypos for when I'm not doing this shit?
Then
this level is like really bad. I think this is where the flying sections stop being like it's something to do when you're not collecting shit. To just like
you wake up.
Yeah, this is just
you wake up in hell. It's just what life is right now.
Are you kidding me?
Except just slightly more annoying. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I suppose that's what hell is.
Sony Vegas crashes just a little bit more often. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I do know what you mean.
You're in hell.
I think this is the best envisionment of hell I've ever heard.
Yeah, Sony Vegas crashes a little bit more. Every time you try to record something.
Oh God.
Every time you get
fucking
3 minutes.
God.
3 minutes
Fuck those stupid boats.
It crashes.
Oh, I know what to do.
And then you're like, oh, I'm in hell. Where's Satan at? And all of a sudden,
oh my lord.
The people who wrote the scripture were dyslexic.
Oh my God.
Santa runs hell.
I don't know if that's clever or stupid or both or what.
I think it's probably offensive, but I'm not certain. If it's offensive, like, comment, and subscribe.
It's offensive to dyslexic.
Oh no! Our network is gonna kick us out.
Yeah, that filthy old network that's stealing all our ad revenue.
Our ad revenue.
On the pretext of
I might have to monetize soon. My Hitler video has over 1,000 views now.
Holy shit, Eric! You actually made a video that has views.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
It is. I never thought I'd see the day.
There's only a picture of you, like, that's related to you and also Hitler. There's only that only shows up. There's only 6 of those in that. I'm trying to think of how many times you show up as Hitler in that video.
Once, as far as I can recall.
No, there's the little the little Hitler pacha.
Yeah.
I put the little Zelda hat on him.
Oh.
And he's holding that thing from Metal Gear? Philosopher's Legacy or whatever.
Legacy.
It's funny. What's funny is Metal Gears. There's so many Metal Gear references when Haydox made that. Yeah. If you don't know what we're talking about, it's
Eric made a thing.
For the inverse cast, there's this part where Haydox. If you don't know what the inverse cast is, See, now
my
Michael being
podcast
fine to
channel.
put in some links. It's a podcast that Michael does with
Are you gonna
Docs.
make me do an annotation?
King
I haven't
K.
done one of those in a while.
and King K and
Ryan.
another guy who sucks at video games but likes the GameCube and Golden Sun.
Yeah, which is a pretty good game, by
That's
the way.
right.
Don't say he is not on the inverse cast.
Spilling hot memes. He's got the hottest of memes. Haydox gave him bad rats the other day. I saw it on Twitter. Isn't it interesting?
I don't really like him. Not Haydox, the
Sick
other
burn
guy.
on Oh, you can edit that name out, by the way, if you want. But then again, I gave a lot of context too. So good luck.
Yeah, they're not gonna know who he is.
Anyway, doesn't matter. I was joking. But anyway, yeah, I made this.
Fuck me.
There's this part where somebody on Twitter asked the question, like, what was it? What's the worst thing that could ever happen?
Oh yeah.
And Haydox is like, all right, let me give you a scenario. And it's nonsense. And he...
It's
Did
absolute
Haydox
balls.
ask for it, or did you ask for it?
No, like it was like a.
One of you asked me to do it. I didn't
asked
do
you
it
to
of my
do it.
own volition.
I'm just like, there's Hitler in this. There's fascist leaders.
My
Eric would be
favorite
all into
things.
this. Yeah, that's literally Eric's favorite thing is. Like I remember
am a
we were
history
just
nerd, and I do find the extreme.
Get in the swirly.
Legitimately interesting. I do not find all the horror and terrible things that came about because of them fascinating.
I remember we were doing another Let's Play at one point, and then you just randomly said Hitler is an interesting man, not a good man, but an interesting
he is,
man.
though. He is one of the most interesting people. Like, for example, I think besides Carl Pilkington, the most interesting man alive is Vladimir Putin. He's the most interesting, and I know there's all the memes of him, like,
Bear Sharktopus.
fighting a bear and stuff like that, and like Vladimir Putin, he's out in the Siberian cold with no shirt on, fighting bears. There's all the memes about Vladimir Putin and stuff. But beyond that, like the way that he it goes back and forth. What is it between like prime minister and like something else?
Yeah, prime minister and president.
And sort of like games the system, and then like sort of.
And then people keep voting for him.
Yeah. I don't know, like, it's hard to tell.
I mean, like, I'm not a Russian, so I don't know.
Democracy is, so who knows. But he's so interesting. Like, because he's clearly such a smart guy, but he also, like, does stuff that's, like, clearly, like, either fucking, like, Russia over, or, other places around. Like, I don't know what his end game is, but he's like clearly like such a smart guy. Like, you can't like get in that position without like being very smart.
He got in that position because he was Boris Yeltsin's vice president.
I mean, before that, Michael.
I think before that he was just part of the Communist Party or something.
No, I'm saying inherently. How do you think he got there in the first place? Because he's some idiot who just wandered in and was like, oh, I guess I'm president, switching back and forth between president and prime minister. He's clearly like a fucking smart guy. And yet, he, like, some of the stuff he does, it's like, he's just an interesting, I don't know, it's interesting.
Interesting fella.
Yeah. I find people like that interesting.
By the way, there's a path down here. Make sure to go here now.
I don't think the horrible things they do necessarily are good or amusing.
Except for what he did to those Jews and whatnot. They had it coming. What have they ever done for me?
Michael, that's fucked up. That's real fucked up.
Eric Sandra, 2016. Put that up in the cursive.
I hate it when people make fun of those dirty Jews with their big noses and
their bagels and their yarmulkes.
Bagels, and it's like every time I go to the bake, it's fucking
They're asking me for the
because
extra
it's
penny.
Saturday. It's so stupid. Like, it's not even like shock humor at this joke, because like I say it, it's just like these stupid jokes all the time. They're not even jokes. They're just offensive.
Mm-hmm.
That just amuses me all the more.
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum
Was the Fly.
he was the Fly.
I've heard that's a good movie, though.
I was like, I didn't know anything about Jeff Goldblum, and like Jurassic Park 2 or something like that was on the other day. Because like Dad was just watching, I was like, oh, I've never actually seen any of this. I didn't know that Jeff Goldblum was actually.
He was in the first one.
I know he was, but a lot of people left, but he came back. I mean, he's Jeff Goldblum, so of course he's gonna come back. What else is he doing? Independence Day Resurgence.
Is he in that?
Yeah, he came back for that. Will Smith, on the other hand, died in a training accident or whatever they made up, because he wouldn't come back.
Yeah, Eric, you should tell everybody about
he's such a high quality actor.
You should tell everybody about your amazing fan theory about Will Smith.
It's not my amazing fan theory. That's a thing. If I looked up Will Smith gay right now, I'd get like a bunch of like shit like, oh look, here's all the evidence, and it's all like.
Well, what is the evidence? I really want to hear it.
No, it's made up. It's clearly not the case. But it's just a rumor.
No. I mean, like, it doesn't have to be true for there to be like evidence that they can point to. You know.
Of course not. But I don't even think there's evidence. But.
Well, then where does it come from?
I don't know. It's social media bullshit, Michael. Shit happens all the time.
By the way, this is Metalhead. He's the boss of this world. He's a giant robot. Boop. Eric just pooted.
Will Smith's ex-wife on rumors Will is gay.
Alright.
He was straight in 92, and he's straight in 2016. Alright then. I didn't know he had an older son.
He has 3 kids?
I guess so.
I thought it was just Jaden and Willow.
I think he has an older son. Yeah, like if you look up Will Smith gay, there's like a shit ton of stuff like of all like, you know, entertainment type magazines and stuff like that are like.
Oh, you mean like E?
Yeah. Well, like ranging from like that popular to like, you know, like little tabloid shits.
Got it.
But I mean,
and then he falls over dead, and then that's the boss. The greatest boss battle of all time. Yeah. So you might remember I referenced that Josh Cal video earlier. He's talking about version differences for Spyro the Dragon #1. Let's see, just want to make sure I grab everything over here first, because like it'll be easier to show you, you know.
Look how you pin that shit on me immediately.
What?
I'm sorry, I'm still on the Will Smith thing. You're like, you want to tell everybody your fan theory?
So you see that treasure chest and all those gems over there?
Fly over there.
I mean, like apparently this is kind of an infamously difficult jump in this game.
Just do it.
I mean, it's not.
If I could do that fucking Toy Story bullshit, you can do this.
I'll try going from there. But apparently in the Japanese version of the game, they move all the shit that's over there over onto this ledge.
So is there nothing over there?
Yeah, so in the Japanese
game
version,
I wanted to play the other day?
Ah, fuck me.
I don't know if I'm the only one, but I'm always like, I want to play Super Mario 64. I know people hate that game, whatever. I get it. I totally get why people hate that game. But to me, it's like such a game that I'm always like, I want to play Super Mario 64.
I mean, like, I still think it's an alright game. But it's nothing that I'm just like, I have to go play this again.
I know,
it's
but
not something to really
to me, it's just such an easy thing to like sit down and play.
I suppose.
But people fucking hate that game. Yeah, I guess Spyro too.
Oh, I mean, like, did you watch Ryan's video at all?
The one on Sunshine?
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of it. Didn't he mention us? Isn't that why he sent it to me?
Yeah.
He mentioned this channel.
But like, I'm just wondering if
Ryan
you're talking about
video games. That's the name of the channel.
I'm just wondering if you're talking about Super Mario 64 because of that, because he spent a good chunk of that video explaining why he doesn't like that game.
I see it all over Twitter. People are like, hey, the worst game of all time, Super Mario 64.
I've never heard anybody call it the worst game ever.
Well, you know what I mean. People just being like, oh, it's
It's just shit. It's shit.
Obviously, Aaron thinks that since he's Aaron.
I actually didn't know that about him.
He hates 3D. I think he hates like all 3D Mario. I could be wrong. Like through the 3D Mario, like not like
The collectathon
like new Super Mario 3D or 3D World and stuff like that. Like yeah, the collectathon type stuff, like Mario Galaxy and stuff. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I watched anything related to Game Grumps. As we had the conversation on the long ass conversation on this playthrough, since
Yeah.
you know what I will say? I will say is first of all, I feel like we're getting a lot more consistent viewers than we did just like even a year ago.
I definitely see that. Yeah.
I mean, obviously we're not getting hundreds of people, but it feels like they're, you know,
You passed 600 the other day.
600
subscribers. But that's different than the consistent watchers. But that's cool. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I like having that little community, you know, just people dropping in, saying stuff,
Yep.
they can think and respond to. It's cool.
Someone to talk about Franklin with.
That's just a couple monsters.
Oh yeah.
Nobody wants to have conversations with me about Franklin, sadly.
Yeah. So this little.
We never finished the hypothetical because you were distracted.
Oh yeah. Well, if you would care to resume.
Unicycle, catching up, rocket launcher, RPG. So like a really crude rocket launcher. RPGs are the AK-47s of rocket launchers. You know how like every gun,
Shitty?
every gun that like a terrorist or like a cartel member uses, it's always an AK-47, right? Even you'd recognize it. You know how it has like that curved
Yeah, the curved ammunition thing.
the ammunition
Ammo.
slot.
I know the curved thing they're talking about.
Magazine.
That's
what they're called. Yes. So and then RPGs are those like little they're like
yeah.
I mean RPG stands for rocket.
I played Duke Nukem 3D and there are RPGs in that game, so I know what they look like.
And they always show up in movies. Like same deal. Whenever there's a rocket launcher, it's an RPG. I forget the point. Yeah, he's riding up with one of those.
I boop him on the snooter.
You boop on it, just like what? How do you do it though?
I reach out of the window and bonk him on the head.
You bonk on like.
I bonk him so hard that he falls backwards and dies. The rocket explodes.
You know what happens? Is he falls off of his unicycle and he gets back up and he has one of those Tom and Jerry like bumps on his head.
Alright. I don't see why not.
You've made it away for now. But then, all of a sudden, you hear some giggling. The man with the mustache, smoking a cigar. He puts the cigar out on his leg. You're like, what's going on? And he's like, it's because this leg isn't real. I'm not real. I'm a robot. And, I don't know.
Then why is he smoking?
Robots can smoke too.
Yeah, but why would they want to?
Because he's a robot.
I mean, it's not like Bender where like his power source is alcohol.
He died.
Yeah, I know.
So alright, so he puts a cigar out on his leg and he says, that was actually a guy trying to save your life. That wasn't an
Then why does he have an RPG? And why did he kill me in the other scenario where I decided to just let him kill me?
He says, look closer. You look out the rear view window. The RPG he was trying to hand you is Final Fantasy. I don't know. What's a good one? 7.
What?
He's trying
to hand me a game.
Yeah. He's giving you...
How would I confuse a game?
He was giving you a role-playing game.
Oh, okay. That was the worst joke I've heard all day.
And you try to open the door and jump out of the car, and you can't. Now you're locked in with him, and he's like, I'm going to take you back to my secret base, and I'm going to do that water torture thing.
Well,
Where I put you in the really hot water and then the really cold water. And it's a real bummer. I like calling it a bummer. It's fucking torture.
So yeah, I'd call that a bummer.
What do? You gotta get out of the scenario.
So
the man I was trying to help you sitting back there with the Tom and Jerry bump and a broken copy of Final Fantasy VII because it smashed on the pavement.
But
that shit was in box.
That gag doesn't work.
What do you mean?
Because I would have seen it and I would have known it was a game.
No, you didn't. It was an RPG.
You said that it was a rocket-propelled grenade. You specifically went out of your way to explain that it looks like the one that you see in all the movies.
I didn't say he was holding a rocket-propelled grenade.
Oh my God. Michael, go back to earlier in this video.
I didn't say that.
Prove it.
There's a man on a unicycle.
Oh, I think he's no threat then, because he's on a unicycle.
He's gaining on you.
How is he gaining on me on a fucking unicycle?
You see him. You look at the back. The fact that he's riding a unicycle means that he's not distracted with his hands. He doesn't have to do anything with his hands. That's why his hands are holding a giant, heavy rocket launcher.
If you would care to resume,
unicycle, catching up, rocket launcher, RPG. You won't be able to because I didn't.
Oh,
say
you want to bet?
I don't think I said it. I don't think I said.
You want to bet?
I don't think I said those words exactly.
Do you want to bet?
No, I don't want to bet. But
So
what I'm
you
saying
admit
is
defeat.
that's different than admitting defeat.
You won't bet because you know.
Because there's a possibility I did say that. But what I'm saying is I don't think I did. I'm not willing to bet on it, but I'm saying...
that's the problem with these hypotheticals, is that you just keep changing stipulated facts to serve your needs.
You've discovered the secret, Michael. The secret of the hypotheticals.
Oh shit, he's starting to get somewhere. Oh yeah, the guy's a robot. He wants to take you to his lair. Oh, and that guy that you thought was
waterlog you.
Yeah, waterlog.
He wants to keel haul you.
Isn't
that the one where they put you in front on the front and strap you to the front of the ship? Anyway,